We all know, don't we? We all know where we came from. We all know, again, it doesn't matter what word you call it, if you call it God, if you call it good, if you call it heaven, if whatever, it doesn't make any difference. But what does matter is that the truth is that we absolutely all know it, that what's within us and that where we came from, our true genesis, is that peaceful presence, that power that is goodness itself, that power of life that Pastor Carol read about in the Daily Word today. That's reality with the big R. It's where we came from, it's who we are, and it's where we're going. And so the opportunity is, just like that little boy, is to remember that. That's why we come together as community. That's why we pray. That's why we take productive, positive, constructive actions. It's why we read inspirational literature. It's why we take classes. It's why we sing. It's why we do everything right. We're here to remember and to act from that place of who we truly are. Well, we tend to forget, don't we? That's okay. That's a human thing. Did anybody forget this week? I did. I got a little stirred up, you know. That's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the deal about being a human being. That's the deal about bringing those things together, is that in this human experience, when we have all these things that go on in life, and they're always going on, whether it's a big situation like like Harvey, we can all blame everything on Harvey, right? But Hurricane Harvey and the flooding, or whether it's the fires in California, or whether it's disturbances about what we see, how people relating, or just things that are going on in our own lives, whatever it is, life happens, right? It just does. Stuff just goes on. That's all right. That's part of the human experience. The opportunity, what we're here to do as human beings, is to bring that remembrance of the God power, of the God presence, of the God peace, of the God love to our consciousness and into action in the world. That, my friends, is transformative. That's transformative. No matter what the outer world may be doing, your inner world can be peaceful and calm because God is never failing in God's power and peace. God is never failing. And that's not a toss-off. That's not just, oh, well, in the midst of somebody's great tragic experience to say, oh, don't worry about it, God's got it. That's not helpful. That is not helpful, okay? What is helpful is for us to bring ourselves into a place of calmness as best we can in any given circumstance, to a place of taking a breath in awareness and expressing love and compassion that's relevant to the moment in whatever form that comes. I want to check, did you know you're a genius? You are. Every one of us is a genius. Every one of us knows that when we're present in the moment, that whatever it is that's ours to do or say comes right forth. It's right there, isn't it? Don't you know that? You don't have to struggle, you don't have to stress, you don't have to strain, you don't have to rehearse. What's real and what's relevant and what's compassionate and what's connected is right there. And you open yourself and you just access it and you speak it or you do it. And that's the right thing. It's always the right thing to touch a life. It's always the right thing to be in love. It's always the right thing to extend your hand. Always the right thing. And we know that. We know that. We know that.